officially launched my small business in January of this year, and since the first quarter ended a little while ago now, and we are 4 or 5 months into 2024, depending on when this video comes out, I think that I need to look at my metrics, see what I can improve, and just figure out how to do better in quarter 2. So the first set of metrics I want to look at is YouTube. Over the course of quarter 1, I gained 15.4 thousand views, 69.5 total watch hours, and about 62 new subscribers. And although it looks like I posted a ton of content, most of it is easy, CapCut, low energy content. And in reality, I only made, 4 And in reality, I only made 4 long-term videos over the course of 3 months. Next quarter, I think I can double all these numbers if I post more content, focus more on long-form content, and that if I do post short-form content, it should focus more about, rather than random small business CapCut templates that use my voice, talk about my journey, where I am, what I'm doing, etc., give advice to artists, things that would just genuinely help. Content that would just have higher value in general to the audience. And maybe I'll be back on track for getting monetized within the next year or 8. Etsy! During Q1 of my time on Etsy, I got about 140 visits, 2 orders, which equals a 1.4% conversion rate, which I think is fairly average for Etsy, which is something like for every 100 people who visit your shop, you get about 2 or so who buy or make a sale. My total income for this period was about $16.50 USD, which is actually kind of funny because that's almost the same amount I made for the first month in this quarter, which is good news. I currently have 12 listings on this shop, most of which are all physical aside from one, which is like a digital phone wallpaper, and all of these are handmade by me. I think this quarter I might experiment with manufacturers and drop shipping just so that I can make more products, because I want to get at least 10 more products onto my shop this quarter, which will total me up to 22 products on my shop, which I think would be lovely, because by August I want to have a total of 30, so getting an extra 10 out this quarter would be very helpful. I think having a bigger variety of products too, and more designs of my current products, will help me with something else I want to do in the future, which is conventions. By the end of Q4, I want to have at least attended my first convention, which I can't justify if I just have nothing to sell there. So, on to our review and questions. What went well for this quarter? So I think the best thing about this quarter is just the fact that I stuck with everything. Even if I missed an upload date or didn't upload as many products as I wanted to, I still continued to go on and make more stuff, even if I was off my deadlines. And on Etsy, even though I didn't make a ton of profit, I still made a profit, which is more than I can say with my first attempt on Etsy, which failed and I lost money. Did I hit my revenue goals? So my goal for being a full-time artist that I could justify and live comfortably off of is $4,000 a month, which means that during any given quarter I would have to make 12 grand. Which obviously did not happen. Between Etsy and my own personal commission work, I only made about, drumroll please, $66.50, which means I made 180 times less than I needed to. So I got a little ways to go. So why did we not hit our revenue goals? Yes. I think I failed to meet my revenue goals because I am still in a very much so learning phase of starting my career. I'm building up my skills like illustration, marketing, and in general I feel I need to be much more aggressive in just chasing what I want. Posting better content more frequently, updating my shop more might have helped. I think although I'm getting a lot better at building up these skills, I need to focus on the consistency of these skills and just do more. I need to do more. What didn't go well? I did not have what the kids call a work-life balance. I felt like I was either all in on my shop or I was all in on chillaxing. Or I'll just time block sometimes where I can just sit down at my desk here and figure out what I want to do for the day, or just dedicate some time solely to illustration or video editing or drawing, etc. I also got rejected from my first convention, which, I'm not gonna lie, is a little exciting because it was the first one. Even the rejections feel wonderful. The table was going to be about $100. I tried to reserve a spot in the artist alley because I don't think my art would do very well as its own as a vendor. So I reserved a seat for the artist alley. They rejected me. It's fine. I'm not upset. And on my first month in January on Etsy, I went into the negatives. One, because they triple charged me for my little dreamy frog sticker, which rude. And secondly, because I didn't take into account Etsy's fees when I did my pricing. So I was selling stickers for like $1. And Etsy takes like half when you price them that low. So they went up. They're definitely much more up so that I can make a little bit of a profit. Next question, how is my mindset? I have been a hardcore manifestation, lucky girl syndrome type gal in quarter one. Focusing on manifestation and gratitude has really just helped me not get into the pits of depths of despair during Q1. I just tend to feel more relaxed and more upbeat. If things aren't going well, but then I can just be like, oh, the universe has my back, and if this didn't go well, it wasn't meant for me. Watching a lot of Tim Carr, don't hate me. But watching a lot of Tim Carr also helps a lot. I know she's like targeted towards women, but for dudes too, I see like it helps them a lot. She just has a lot of positive, good vibes and energy. Check her out if you are struggling with the positive vibes starting your business, because it helps. Next question is, did we do self-care? Look at my hair, does it look like I was doing self-care? So I did some self-care, like working out a couple times. But as the theme of this video, I lacked consistency. I didn't give myself a lot of spa time, a lot of relaxing time. Just sit down, read a book with tea time. Like I said, I didn't have that attitude where I was all working on my business or all wasn't. That wasn't time wasn't even good relaxing time. It was like death. Just brainless scroll on TikTok, watching YouTube. Just kind of brain rot time. I think going forward we're going to try to get some books. Relaxing time. Then if I want to scroll on TikTok, I can scroll on TikTok and be like, well, I worked today. I worked on my business today. I had matcha relaxing time. And if I'm still just an understimulated baby, I can just scroll on that TikTok for like 5 minutes or try to restrict my usage time so that I'm not just on TikTok. I think especially with the TikTok, my issue is, I guess it's very topical since TikTok might be getting banned, but I shouldn't be on TikTok for a long period of time because I get so sad. I don't know what your TikTok pages look like, but mine currently looks like all of the war and all of the sadness and all of the politicians doing evil things and corporations are controlling our government and we're all gonna die, so what's the kind of vibe? So I've been trying to focus more on, if I want to doom scroll, going on my Instagram that just has cute cottages and flowers. No one can take away my pretty paintings and flowers. I've gone way off topic. But yeah, I've also been getting sick more often and I think I need to take better care of my body and live a healthier lifestyle. Mwah. So, on to the juicy juice. What are we changing in Q4? So, in quarter 2, I want to shift my content to focus on more genuine long-form content. 2 is upload more of said content onto YouTube. 3, we're going to expand and experiment with our Etsy shop and try to generate some income that's a little more passive. We're going to focus on being more consistent in all areas of life and just live a generally more healthy, productive lifestyle. Hopefully this June I will have a much more productive and successful quarter and a ton of more progress to share. Until next time, this has been Lazy Tunes. Bye!